Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. Same shirt as yesterday, I think. I am at the library. Those of you who have hung out with me since I moved to Mississippi will remember that the first social thing I did after my mother died is I came to the library and got my library card. I thought I was going to be very social by coming to the library and getting a book. And the woman who was at the counter asked me if I liked crafts and stuff, and I said yes. And she said, we have classes here that you can come to, and she gave me a schedule, and I started coming to these craft classes, and I was so scared. I'd have to look at some of the first videos, but I know I was scared to death because I was going to be coming to a class, people I don't know. My biggest fear was that there would be no one there except me and whoever was doing the class, and that I was horrified at that thought. And then I also thought, but if there's a lot of people, what if they want to talk to me? And I don't want to talk, and it was really rough, but I came and I did good. There was enough people that they could talk like to each other, and I could chime in if I wanted to, or if they asked me a question, it was just one quick thing. And the crafts, they're silly, but they're fun. It's just sometimes painting, or we did sticker art where it's like paint by number, but you don't paint. You peel little tiny stickers off with tweezers and you put them in the spots. Different things. I don't know. I can't remember all the other things that we did. Jewelry. We made some jewelry. I think I made a necklace and maybe some earrings. I can't remember. I know I made a necklace, I think. So I was in the habit of doing that. But then when I started going out, so I did that like for almost a year because I did it all of 2022 because my mother died in 2022 of March, and I did it all then. And somewhere, I think, at the beginning of 23, I stopped going. I started going out, and like I said to my patrons, I felt like I had graduated from socializing at the library to socializing out at bars and dancing and having fun. But now that I'm not going out as much, for several reasons, I'm starting to not like cold weather. I didn't care before, but I don't care for it. But the thing is I just like being home, and I like being with Joe. Sometimes at night, we'll cut fabric and sort, or just watch a movie. And I always have people get close to me. Okay. I was having a hard time stepping away from it. I felt really guilty about doing that, but now I'm starting to feel okay with it. And I want us to go out February 14 for Valentine's to Lafayette, so I'm going to pass that by him. Of course, he'll say yes, and I might not go out until then. That seems like a good night to go out, so I don't care. I don't think I'm going out this weekend. I'm enjoying what I'm doing at this moment, so I'm going to do what I like to do, right? And anyway, so because I'm living more of that kind of life, I do like going out to AA meetings with Joe more, and I can crochet. And then I thought, though, I need something else. So I remembered the library craft classes. And I feel bad because I had left without any explanation, and I know they kept calling me to see if I was coming to the class, and I just never answered because I didn't know how to say it. But the woman that I was with then, she's not working here anymore. But this one, her name is Hannah. She's so nice. I walked in with all the confidence in the world that I was going to be okay because I had done it before, and I have a lot more social skills than I did even when I left there. And so I came back, and, so anyway, last December, I decided I wanted to come to 2 classes per month at least, and it doesn't have to be just Hernando Library. There's a whole bunch that are in a family, a lot of towns, but I can go to Olive Branch is not far, South Haven is not that far, Horn Lake is not that far. I could even go to Coldwater and try there, and I can see the schedules online for the different classes, but there is not a lot for adults, but between all those libraries, I think I can do it. at least twice a month. And so I meant to look that up when the schedules came out for January, and I forgot. And I thought like 3 days ago, I said, shoot, I got to look up the classes because I got to do 2 this month. And I forgot. And this morning I said, I've got to look. I've got to look. And I looked at around 9 o'clock, and there was a adult craft class at 11 today. There was some others, and I missed them. And I don't think there's anything else the rest of the month here that I can come to. I don't think. So I said, I'm going to this class, and Joe is in at the treatment center today. He usually goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but he had appointments Monday and Tuesday, so he went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so he was there. So I said, I'm not interrupting us going to a meeting or anything. I texted him and said, I'm going to the library for a craft class. And I asked my friend, Cherie, if she wanted to go, because we had talked about it, but it was very last minute notice. And I said, it doesn't matter, I'm going alone, I'll let you know. So this particular, it's just adult art break. And when I texted her, I voice text, it came out, and I had already sent it, adult heartbreak. And I was like, well, I kind of need a class like that too. But I think that would be cool if we could have classes for heartbreak, because it would be nice and comforting if you have a broken heart to go talk to a whole bunch of other women also who have broken hearts, or men. And I wasn't worried about if I was going to be the only one, or if there'd be too many people, or if there'd be people that I met last time and don't really remember their face or their name. I came. I wanted to ask them about something, and I'll get to that in a minute. So here's what happened. I was the only one, and Hannah was as sweet as could be. I explained to her how I used to come, all that stuff. And we sat and talked and did the most ridiculous, I didn't even ask to see hers. Now I feel like an asshole. See, those are still the social things I forget. I'm always nervous, and I should have said, oh, can I see what you did, and that looks great. But no, I really do. I feel bad about that. I don't even remember what I was saying. I'm so bitten by anxiety at this moment because I didn't know enough to ask to see her thing. Coasters. We made coasters. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we talked and we painted, and it was nice. Suddenly I hate that I came. No. I kind of, see, that's the thing with me, but I'm getting better at accepting the fact that for 99.9% of the time, I think I did a really good job just talking and being social and having enough quiet breaks. And okay, so I just fucked up by not asking to see what she did. I fucked up. Anyway, it was nice and it was fun, and she was very fun to talk to, and I was very glad to be there. And while I was there, this is what I mentioned a minute ago, I wanted to ask her about how we go about using the big meeting room for classes or things. If you remember right, last fall we did a crochet class at my friend Donna's. Hi, Donna. And hi, Cherie, because I mentioned you too. We did it once, and we were going to do it again. Things fell apart with that scheduling. Joe had to get up the next morning. We had to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. for his heart cath thing. And it was the night before, and then I was doing it with LaShawn, Derek's girlfriend, and I was going to say to her, I was messaging her and saying, do you mind if I leave early? But when I told her what was going on, she says, you know what? She says, I have to leave early. And I was like, oh, I would have to too. So we ended up canceling it, and we were going to reschedule. But I had mentioned to the ladies there, and the ones that couldn't make it, that it would be possible maybe to do it at the Hernando Library or even the other libraries. We could move from place to place to make it easier for some people. But my idea was to at least find out how that works, and then maybe just letting everybody know, hey, once or twice a month we get together at the library. Bring your crocheting, bring your knitting, bring your hand quilting, anything that you feel like doing and you just want to hang out with friends and have time to get some work done. So I passed it by Hannah, and she was so cool about it. She goes, all you have to do is fill out an application and like what times you'd like. You can try it once, you can have it ongoing, whatever. The only things are, we cannot do any buying or selling. We can't charge anybody for anything. But in this case, everybody would be bringing their own craft or their own supplies of what they are doing. I mean, I want to do some crocheting. They had one, and I used to do it. I did it like 3 weeks, and then that's when I stopped coming. Still have the stuff I was making. I have no clue how I did that stitch. I made it up. I have to dig that out of a closet and finish that and try to figure out what I did. I'll be showing it to you at some point. But I thought, it doesn't have to be crochet. Anybody can bring whatever they want. Excited about this. And I have the application. I will be filling it out. I'll be talking to my friends and saying, we just need 3 or 4 people to try this just once. And if we like it, we'll get more. Oh, and it can't be private. If anybody is doing something there, we have to let, they have to let the public know. I would go on that schedule on the calendar, which is awesome because that means other people would come and we'd make new friends and talk and stuff. So I think that if we try this, we'd have a pretty good chance of getting a nice crowd because my friends know people. I mean, even I have friends now, and friends have friends, and with the public being aware, and like I could always promote that on Facebook and say anybody in the Hernando area or whichever library, I could let people at AA know, some women at AA know that I'm going to be, doing this meetup of just crafting together. I'm so excited about this. I need something like this so much to do, so I'm very happy. Yeah, this, I'm going to show you, because I know you're going to say you didn't. Oh, it's hideous. It's hideous. It went through different levels of hideousness. But like I told Hannah, I don't hate anything. People just do whatever. I could have done a really good job. I don't know if you guys saw the mosaic one that I did. That was with markers. And I did a really good job with that because I'm a doodler. But this one is paint with paintbrushes. And I started by just painting it like an off-white just to make the cork not so holy. You know what I mean? I just wanted a smooth surface, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then I did some ridiculous flowers, ridiculous centers, and then I did stippling? I don't know. I'm making up words. I don't know if I should show you far, far away or very close up. I don't know what's better. I'm going to start with far, far away. It's hideous. Now let's do close up. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. I like the dotted stuff that I'm calling stippling. I don't know. That looks like a sand dollar or an eye for a monster movie, a kid's cartoon monster. It's ridiculous. I can do much better. But the point is that I came to the class. Okay, so let's not make fun of this. You can make fun of that. The success was that I came. I did something I wanted to do. I did it. I talked. I got through it. And I'm going to try having some craft gatherings. Me heading something like that. Having a key to get into the meeting room. All right, I've got to go. I want to do the quilt row number 2. I'd like to start working on that. And if I do, I kind of wanted that video up tonight, but I wanted to throw this in there. I think you're going to have some days where there's 2 videos, because if I have something I want to talk about or tell you, I want to do that, and I don't want to do it later. And I don't like these videos to be published later. I like these on the day that I'm telling you. The quilt row could go till tomorrow maybe, but I'm anxious to get all these things going. All right, I'm talking just to myself right now because I just want to try to play this out, how the rest of this day is going to go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.